Welcome to this episode of Pilot Partner Training Video, where we're going to cover creating a custom flight currency item in Pilot Partner. In our last video, we discussed in detail how we can organize our flight currencies so that the items that we see at the bottom we have control over, and only the items that we want to see will show up, and all the other items are hidden for us. We can go back to the currency menu item on the left side of the screen and see our list of currencies. In this example, let's assume that we have an insurance requirement on one of the aircrafts that we fly the most often. And the insurance requirement requires us to have 3 hours of PIC time in the preceding 180 days. Pilot Partner can easily be set up to automatically track that, so we always know if we have currency in that specific airplane or not. So to start this, we're going to take our initial category at the top and we're going to create a new item by clicking the plus sign in the upper right corner. And since it's going to go into the first category, it will show at the bottom of the screen for us always. Once we click the plus sign, we have an option: a standard currency item or a custom date item. For now, we're going to create a standard currency item, and this allows us to apply different filters and different restrictions on how Pilot Partner will calculate the currency. The first step is we're going to give it a name. Since the aircraft that we're talking about is a Cessna Cardinal, we're going to simply type in Cardinal Currency, and this is the name that will display next to the currency at the bottom. The next thing we need to discuss is what type of interval will we be. Is it a day, week, month, year, or even a calendar month type of a currency? Calendar months are useful for instrument currency and other FAA mandated items. In this case, it's days because it's 180 days that the insurance requires us to meet. Then we go down to our currency filters. Currency filters tells Pilot Partner how to filter the flights and what flights should count towards this currency. Now, we can do this by aircraft tail number or aircraft type. If our insurance company required us to do it in our specific airplane by tail number, you would filter it by tail number and type in that tail number in this box. And only flights in that airplane by tail number would count towards this currency. But in our situation, our insurance only cares about make and model. So we're going to select aircraft type. And now we're going to select the Cessna 177RG as the aircraft type and click the Add button. And you'll see up top that Pilot Partner will automatically filter only flights that are flown in that make and model to match this currency. Now we go down to the bottom and we're going to name our currency requirement. In this case, it's going to be PIC hours, and we're going to select greater than or equal to. Pretty much all items should always be greater than or equal to. Then we type in the count, 3. So in this case, 3 PIC hours. We click Add. Now Pilot Partner shows us a list of all possible flight categories and flight conditions that can be used to match this currency. So in this case, we're going to be selecting pilot and command time. But other currencies, you may want to track the number of ILS approaches or number of dual hours received. Pilot Partner can select any one of those. So now we're doing 3 PIC hours. We click Save, and Pilot Partner goes through and automatically looks at our logbook and finds out that we have never qualified to fly the Cardinal because we've never had 3 hours of PIC time in the Cardinal. So now let's go add a new flight. And we're going to select November 8035 Golf, which is a Cessna Cardinal. We're going to back this up a couple weeks. We're going to set a flight time of 3.5 hours, so we make sure we have a long enough flight that we would be current in the Cardinal. We enter our flight route. Make sure that pilot and command time is selected, because if it's not selected, this flight would not count. We'll let Pilot Partner know that we landed a couple times, and we'll click Save, and you'll see our currency is automatically updated down below to show us that we're in the green for 163 days left in our currency. And you can even see the flight on May 5th, 2015, where we flew 3.5 hours of PIC to meet our currency. And that is how Pilot Partner can be set up to track your custom currency of any specific aircraft type. Please stay tuned for future Pilot Partner training videos.